Hey everyone, welcome to the live show. This is the Financial Reboot Investment Team with your daily updates. So with your market wrap. We just got into this new um, software and stuff. So let us know how you guys like this. We're kind of building on this project right now. We're just getting used to the software itself, and we're adding new features from the software and stuff. And we were gonna do up the our video section, but typical construction, right? The sign wasn't ready. The paneling we bought didn't fit. So we'll keep working on that, okay? But for right now, bear with us. We've got a little bit of the anime going on in the back and stuff, but everything else still we work. You're here for the picks anyways, right? Especially after last week. But let's get right into it. Let's talk about the market. So, the markets were green today, up about maybe about 0.10%, yeah, per market. Let's get the CNBC up here so we can all take a look. There we go. So you guys get a nice little chart there. And see how cool this is? We can now do this kind of stuff. So you can see the Dow is up. Yeah, it's a nice day for the Dow. Dow was up about 72 points. The S&P ended up about 3-4 points. It was up higher than that. The Nasdaq had a nice day, up 8 points, and the Russell 2K, the small caps, had a good day too. Also, the VIX not showing a whole lot of fear, man, going into Thanksgiving, are we? VIX started to move last week, Thursday and Friday. It's come right back down. It looks like it's heading right back down under that tens. We'll see how that goes. But in the news, Yellen gave her speech today. She said the financial system is much stronger than when she took it over. She's leaving it in good hands. So that was a real nice exit speech. That's not her final speech, but the way we see it right now is the markets are pretty fragile. Uh, we're making these new highs, this tax reform, the whole Trump trade is really helping things, but we're starting to feel a little cautious, and it's showing in our trading. Today, we almost didn't put any new trades on the table. We don't really have anything outstanding right now except for that one XLP trade that we've got going out to January that we reset last week at $57. That's your consumer staples. We did take up a new trade today, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But let's continue with the show here. So in the news, North Korea got its terror designation. The Trump administration redesignating them as a sponsor of terror. That affects a lot of things. At this point, a lot of people might be thinking, how much more can we, tighten the noose around this guy's neck? And actually, by designating them as a sponsor of terrorism, the state terrorism, um, what it does is it cuts off a lot of it. It allows the U.S. to veto a lot of things when it comes to NATO and all that kind of stuff, the UN and stuff. So there is some power to that. But just from the stories and stuff that are coming out, there was a story last weekend about a guy that escaped North Korea, and he had lesions on him and ticks and everything else. It's just a frightening situation. Uh, Really, all we want is North Korea to be denuclearized. So that's pretty much on that. Now, the other thing that was big on the news was Trump was quiet on the Moore drama. And this is very simple to explain. Of course, he came out and voiced about Al Franken. Al Franken is a Democrat. He's a very well-known Democrat. He's a darling Democrat. So he came out against that. He said something about that, but everybody's wondering, why are you talking about Franken, but you're not talking about Moore? And it's very simple. He needs the vote. So let's don't make more out of that than there's your pun of the day. Let's don't make more out of the more thing right now. It's just rhetoric. It doesn't affect our trading. It doesn't affect the stock market. So our business is, we of course have personal beliefs about it, but we're not going to get overly concerned over it. Let's talk about something that was really fun today. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, see, I'm getting used to this new software, so you guys bear with me. I'm having fun with it though. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, man, Bitcoin made another new high. Um, let's pop that up on the screen. There you go. So Bitcoin made another new high today, all-time high. It looks like we're hitting some collusion, but look, we thought this collusion down here would bring us back to a retrace down to that 56, 5700 level. And boy, were we wrong. We still have not pulled the trigger on a Bitcoin trade. So sorry, gang. Um, we're just being very cautious about it. But we hey, big shout out to Joe Biggs. Welcome to the show, Joe Biggs. Um, Joe Biggs, one of our most loyal supporters, man. We're gonna get him in the market pretty soon. We're gonna make him rich. But you look at this Bitcoin, man. We were gonna get in at 7,000, and then we decided to wait because we wanted to see if it was gonna retrace. It went to 7,500. Again, we sat on our hands, man. But better than losing all our money. Actually, we have somebody we follow that trades Bitcoin professionally, and we've been following them, and we'll reveal that later this week on the show. He actually released an email today about the three golden rules of trading Bitcoin, and they made absolute sense. We'll share those with you during the week. Right now, Bitcoin is at that super high again. Um, Call us crazy, but we're just not ready to buy at this level. We'll see how it goes going forward. Anyways, but we did make a play today. The stock market was kind of funky, and we did make a play today. We went short retail, and I'll tell you why. Uh, let's pull up a retail screen here for you guys. So, like I said, I'm getting used to this software. It's incredible software. Um, but I'm getting used to it. So I'm a little slow. So sorry about that, gang. Let's add that right now. Bam! We are short XRT, the ETF. So look, there's a common pattern for retail. Retail generally does do it good, does very well between October all the way up to Black Friday. So we were taking a look at that, and we saw the retail um, ETF. You might notice in the last couple of weeks, we played quite a few ETFs. We played XLU, which is the utilities. We played XLR, I believe, or we played the consumer staples. And now we're playing excuse me, the S&P retail. The reason we're playing ETFs is right now it's really a mixed bag on the stocks. It's earnings season just winded down. There's a lot of individual pops and drops happening that don't make a lot of sense, or they're news driven for that specific stock. But we're looking to capitalize on a whole sector move. So we went with the ETF, just like we did with the consumer staples. Remember when we told you that trade? We told you, yeah, we could buy one of the big stocks or the better performing stocks within the ETF, but why do that? We're looking for an overall sector move, and that this is the best way to do it through ETFs. ETFs are a fantastic tool, and you'll see us use them a lot. And as we go on with the show, we'll actually talk more about ETFs. But let's take a look. We think August we made a high over here. October we made a high over here, and then today we're making a new high today. Um, Not all time high, but recent high. And this is a 1 year chart um, of the retail ETF. So if you see, we've got a top there, we've got a top, and we've got a lot of collusion going back in here. You see this big collusion right here? Now that's not to say it can't fight through this, but we don't think so. We think there's seasonality working against this. We don't see Black Friday as being the big thing it used to be. It's more of a news cycle than it is an advantage to shoppers or a benefit to retail. Um, the what is it? Black Monday is a much bigger thing. That's the digital Black Friday, where all the your Amazons and all that, your online retailers go big on that first Thanksgiving sale of the first Christmas sale of the year. So So we're going to try and capitalize on that. And what we did was we went with the um, $39 puts. So let's put that up there. We went short on retail, and that's what we did. We went with the $39 puts. We went out. We didn't go all the way out to January on these ones because we're going to try and do a quick hit on these. But if you're looking to play along with us, we bought the January put, the December, mid-December puts, $39 strike. I believe we were buying it at about 14, 15 cents a contract. So that's another cheap one. A lot of the options we play are like $1, $2 a contract. But lately we've been finding some good cheap ones, and they've been making massive gains. So this is one of those where any portfolio of any size can get in on it. So um, you guys, if you're playing along, that's what we did today. Now again, don't forget our disclaimer. This is not offer to buy or sell a security. This is for entertainment purposes only. We're just telling you what we're doing, okay? Uh, Buyer beware, okay? That's always the line to remember. Buyer beware, okay? So, it was really a non-eventful Monday. It was kind of a slow Monday, besides Trump putting North Korea on the state terrorism sponsor list. Um, and the usual rhetoric that's going back and forth about all these sexual allegations. Look, this thing has exploded even more since we last talked on Friday. Remember, we were talking about this on Friday, how it's just taken on a life of its own. Man, it's just exploded. There was another accusation of Al Franken. I believe it was Glenn Thrash, one of the editors from the New York Times, was suspended because there was an accusation against him. Going back, you got the Louis C.K. stuff. I believe Sylvester Stallone was accused of something. Nobody is safe in this. But it's an interesting situation. If you kept your house clean, you have nothing to worry about, right? Even if you're accused falsely, the justice always prevails. But for us as traders, we look at it first. We of course have our social values, we have our personal values, we have our personal morals. But first of all, and first and foremost, we're running a business, our personal business. Whether or not you're just trading your portfolio, or whether or not you are running a company like Financial Reboot, you are running a business. You're trying to make money, you're trying to make a good life for yourself. All this stuff adds up to nothing. Adds up to nothing when it comes to that. Now, like I said, if you got your morals, you've got your own personal values, then it's important. It's an important subject, but that's something that you act on, you vote on, and things like that, according to what you believe. So we don't want to seem like we're downplaying this, but it just doesn't affect the portfolio, so it's not big to us right now. But we just stand by what we said on Friday. I don't care who you are. I don't care what's after your name, a D, an R, an I, L, whatever. The L. But it doesn't matter what's after your name. Look, there's right and there's wrong, okay? Roy Moore, in our eyes, should have stepped down immediately. Al Franken should have stepped down immediately. All these people should have just, you know what I mean? If you did it, if there's that much proof, you did it. Where there's smoke, there's a fire. So, and you can go back all the way to Trump, for all you guys that are anti-Trump, that are on that, impeach and all that stuff, all that great stuff. Trump should have too, but that's them. That is them. That is not us. So, if you thought Trump should have resigned and he didn't, you just don't vote for him, right? Uh, it's shocking in Alabama that so many people are still going to vote for Roy Moore. You know what I mean? It's shocking with Al Franken how many people are making excuses for him. It's both sides. There's no conservative and liberal in this. There's absolutely, and if you picture it like that or frame it like that, there's something wrong with you. So, that's our stance on that. So if people keep asking us about that. Twitter, we are done with Twitter right now. We're not even looking on Twitter and stuff. It's such a shit show right now. You know, Twitter is another subject. We're looking to go short again on Twitter, but we want to see it move up a little bit more. I think it hit $21 today, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, and the reason is Twitter is really someone in our trading room on Saturday. We were looking at the aesthetics of the trading room, and we were talking about different subjects and stuff. And Twitter came up, and one of the trading kids uh, had mentioned to me that Twitter, it's like a bad episode of Pretty Little Liars, and it really is. It's a bunch of 30-year-olds and older trying to be playing 16-year-olds. That's what it is. They took my blue check away. He got a blue check and I didn't. The blue checks clicking up together. I mean, it's so sophomorish. So we've decided we're just not going to do Twitter anymore. We still post and stuff, and we'll still post a copy of the show, but we're not doing the live. Right now, we're doing the live show. Then we post copies to YouTube and Facebook. So or YouTube and Twitter. But we're not really posting on Twitter and stuff. We're just kind of stepping away from it. And we are looking to go short. We think this is all going to end up imploding Twitter because it's just become such an ugly show that it's too sophomorish, it's too cliquish. We think you'll start seeing the real professionals detach from Twitter because they don't want to be a part of this. And so we'll let you know how that goes. But just so you know what we're thinking going forward. But right now, we just the only thing we did was the new trade on XRT. Everything else, we just stood pat. You guys know we own X. X had a good day today, got over $28. That's something we bought around $19, $20 a few months ago. We'll keep on to that. That's our core play. I wanted to talk to you guys about a stock that we buy whenever we have some extra money. And somebody was asking about a marijuana play. And this is the marijuana play that we like, CNAB, CNAB. It had a good day today. It was up about 15-20%. It's only trading around 60-70 cents. But we've been accumulating this because we think this is going to be a big, big, big winner down the line. It probably won't be this month. It probably won't be next month. It might not be next year. But we'll keep accumulating because we really like this company to have some stellar growth in the future. So all you guys that are wondering about marijuana plays, that's what we're into. And we'll talk about this in future shows a little bit more. So, you guys stick around. So, today was just a lethargic day. So we kind of just a lot of watching the screens, a lot of fiddling with the new software, trying to be ready for the broadcast. We had green portfolios today, and that's because we cashed out all those big winners on Friday. I mean, we hit the Nike 600%, we hit the XLU, or what was it, XLU, I think. One of them we hit. We've had so many winners, I can't remember which ones they are. But we had a 250 plus gainer, we had a 600% gainer. Just on Friday alone, we had the good trades during the week. I think we had a few 40, 50, 60%ers, just nice day. We were like, I think what did we end up like 8 for 8 for the week. So, we just kind of took it easy today, wait and see. And that's what we recommend. Just be cautious with this market because it does look like it's fragile. And what I mean by fragile is not that it's toppish, but it's just very exposed to this tax reform right now. And should something really go wrong, say 3 Republicans come out and say they're not going to vote for it in the Senate, that might cause a flash crash. That might cause something really heavy to happen in the market. Now, let's talk about something that's so important real quick because we did something over the weekend. You guys know that Pay Aloha Forward is a charity that we work with. Very important. If you guys get a chance to go to payalohaforward.org. We did a bike drive this weekend. Samuel and the guys were busting ass. They gave a bunch of bikes away to some impoverished kids that needed them, man, and it went super great. There's some video on Facebook. You can search Pay Aloha Forward. They have an amazing Facebook page, the Pay Aloha Forward. Great videos and stuff like that. But if you guys want to see those smiley faces from the bike drive, man, it was awesome. Just incredible stuff, man. Big smiles, happy kids, man. Just what the Christmas season's all about, the holiday season, right? Um, the next one is we're gonna take some some families that can't afford to go to Sea Life Park. We're gonna take them to Sea Life Park. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sea Life Park, but it's a giant. It's like our San Diego Zoo or whatever, or SeaWorld. It's like our SeaWorld, but they've got all kinds of stuff. And Sea Life Park over the years has really added some amazing new stuff to Sea Life Park. I don't know if you've been there in the past, you probably want to go if you're in town to check it out because it was amazing. We went down there to set up some stuff last week, Samuel and I, and it's just beautiful. But so we're gonna take some children to Sea Life Park. Let's see. Let me pull up Pale Fords. I like this. Do you guys like this? Is this pretty cool? Where I can pull up the screen. There's me. And that's the Pay Aloha Forward website. You can see donate and help. There's a donate now button. Look, you don't have to donate just to watch the videos, okay? I know I try to strong arm and twist people's arms and stuff, but that's just what I do. But look, it's Christmas season. It's the holiday season. You got $5? Give the $5, man. It's really starting to pick up some traction. We, like I said, Pay Aloha Forward just did the bike drive on Saturday. The next one is taking a bunch of underprivileged families up the road to Sea Life Park, man. Full day for them. They get everything, transportation to and from the park, lunch, all that stuff PLO is going to do for them. But the charity needs donations to be able to do these things. So if you can help, please help. If you made money in the stock market, pass it around. There's a lot of people that don't have the same opportunities that we have that we need to share with. Okay. So look, that pretty much does the show for today. Like I said in the beginning of the show, we're still doing the aesthetics here and I'm so sorry, but we did add some more features. You see, we can do the different screens and stuff like that. It'll just get better and better and better, and don't forget our new pick was we went short on retail with XRT. Bitcoin made a new high. Trump's quiet on the more drama, but that's the reason he's quiet on it. It's because the Republicans need that vote, and so I don't think he's going to comment on it one way or the other. That's just politics happening. And then North Korea, we thought that probably the biggest news was the North Korea thing, and now here let's end you with the funny story of the day. So we were zipping around on the internet this morning because there was not a whole lot of trading going on. We were just kind of watching for signals and things like that. And we came across something curious. Hillary Clinton. So evidently there's an Earth 2 where she's president. All we could do is shake our heads. This has gotten so sad. Please let it go already. Let it go. Donald Trump is the president of the United States, whether people like it or not. He is the president of the United States. Hillary, even if Donald Trump is impeached, even if Donald Trump, something happens to him health-wise and he cannot continue, Hillary Clinton will not be president of the United States. Okay? So all you Hillary people, get over it. Let's move forward as a country. Okay? Remember, we all had this big discussion way back in the primaries. Remember? The biggest thing, one of the biggest news cycles was when it was asked, will you accept the results of the election? Right? And everybody agreed across the board. Well, the minute the election was done, as we expected, look, if Trump had lost, it would have been the same thing. If Hillary lost, it's no different. This is what I keep telling you guys. Remember something about these politicians, okay? They cover their own asses. They don't give a shit about us, okay? They don't care. They will lie, cheat, and steal to get us to vote for them, okay? Don't commit everything you have to them because what you're looking for is just an agenda for them that fits your personal agenda, what you'd like the country to be. But don't don't commit everything. Don't give your soul to them because they are all full of shit and they will all say anything they have to get you to vote for them. They don't give a rat's ass. It happened with Obamacare when they shoved that on the American public, but yet they were exempt, right? Okay. And it just goes on and on and on. I mean, I could give you 15, 20 examples of where they set a law for the people that they didn't have to follow themselves. So they're not fooling anybody. Maybe they're fooling you. They're not fooling us. Okay. Um, if you believe anything they say, you are a fool. Okay. So if you're a Hillary supporter, you need to give it up. Okay. Like I said, Hillary is not going to be president even if Donald Trump is run out. What you need to do is find the candidates that's going to fit your agenda and start supporting them. Let's be productive. Now, on this tax reform bill, there's a lot of news cycle on this, but it's all clickbait. Okay, there's a ton of clickbait on this news cycle. Okay, and all it is just the back and forth on this tax reform. This, my friends, might surprise you because we haven't seen it on this scale for a long time. But this is the proper way for a bill to come to the president's desk. Okay? The House that debates it, they make an approval. The Senate debates a version, they make an approval. It goes to the president's desk. We haven't seen this on this scale for a long time. Something as high profile as the tax bill, because even the Obamacare repeal and replace, excuse me, I'm having a bad hair day here. But if with the Obamacare, you know, the midnight passage. Since then, we just haven't seen anything like this. This, my friends, kids, is how a bill works. So this is the procedure is proper. The debate is good. Whether it passes or not is another story. The virtue of it is another debate. But this is how a bill looks, man. Especially for you young kids that haven't really seen this. It's the orderly way of Congress. So, you know, we'll see how this goes. We'll keep you updated. Look, it was a great show today. We had a lot of fun. One more time, Joe Biggs, thank you for joining in, man. We love you. We'll talk to you guys real soon tomorrow afternoon after the market. Remember, all we played today was XRT. We went short on that. We bought some puts at $39 in the middle of December. I believe it was the 15th is the expiration. So we got those about 14, 15 cents. So if you're following along, that's what we played. We didn't cash in anything. We don't really have any trades on the table except our long trades, our core holdings, which as we go on with shows, we'll talk about those, okay? How those play into the building of a portfolio, a strong portfolio, a portfolio that can weather different markets and different moves by the market. But, you know, like we said, remember, if you guys, you know, show a little love in your heart. You know, the great thing is, you know, I was just talking about having a bad hair day. We were all laughing about it. If you look at the About Us, you can see a picture of me with my hair cut and shaven. So this is the gang that does Pay Aloha Forward. Man, they're amazing people. If you guys get a chance to, please, man, please donate. I'm not too proud to beg on this one, okay? You guys, please donate. Don't forget, if you don't want to go to the website, if you love the Facebook, man, which a lot of you do, you can search Pay Aloha Forward on the Facebook. And don't I sound old? The Facebook. Oh, my God. I sound like grandpa. You know, hey, you kids in the rock and roll. Anyways, that's my David Letterman. Anyway, so we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, man. Thank you for joining us. We promise we're upgrading the set, okay? So we'll talk to you soon. Aloha.